Hello, Teacher Kendra here. Qkids has recently given a whole new makeover to their teacher portal, and I wanted to share the changes with you today. So, let's go along. Here is our home page. Notice that on your home page you can see what classes you have today. I've already taught, so I don't have any more classes. But I like this because on the home page, it also gives you any important announcements and activities that you can click on and learn more information about. So it's a secondary or primary source of information in addition to your emails that you receive. Now, going to the right side, notice that there are two tabs. One that lists the classes for today and gives you an overview of those classes in terms of the time and the level and lesson number and how many students are in the class, as well as a tab for tomorrow. So, when you click on a class, say a class for today, then it gives you the traditional overview of what you're going to teach on each slide and what kids are present in the class and their ages. And this clear circle here that is between the local time listed and the Beijing time is a nice feature. When you are scheduled to teach a class, that um, circle holds a countdown timer. And so you can count down the time to enter the class. And here's the Go to Classroom button. Another nice feature of this platform, now that it has been updated, is that you can see the next day's classes in the next tab. Okay, so I don't have any classes, and so it doesn't show any, but it also gives me a button to check my schedule to see what my future classes are looking like. I'm not going to click this check my schedule now because I'm going to go to that actual tab on the left in a second. But this is a nice feature because it is more intuitive. So now, if I go to the left and I click off of home and I go to the message tab, notice that this is a tab dedicated to teachers and Qkids staff being able to contact and communicate each other. There's the class coordination team channel, the coaching channel to the mentor that you've been assigned, and a recruitment channel. So this is where all the communication will happen between you and class coordination, etc. And you can just kind of see if there are issues or anything like that, the correspondence or message stream. So this is a nice feature. Now let's go to scheduling. Now, the schedule is probably the best part of this new updated website. It used to be, or it was in the past, that we would have our app and we would only have the app to be able to look at our week long schedule. But now we can look at our week long schedule within the platform. And so I can look at what classes I've finished, which classes I still have to teach, as well as project out to the next week and look at the schedule. So I can project from week to week what classes, or I can anticipate what classes I have assigned. So this is really an update that is well received. Now, as well as the new calendar, notice that there is my calendar and there are lesson details. If I click on lesson details, this is where I can see the tags that I receive for class, where parents are able to evaluate your teaching. And here you can see the performance bonus. You can see how many classes you've taught this week, if you've taught any standbys, or if you've had any absences or no-shows. Now, as far as the tags, sometimes parents leave feedback and other times they don't. But when they do leave feedback, if you are curious as to what each tag means and what are the requirements for each tag, you can click on the tag guide and go down and look at each one and what is expected. So it's all in one. everything together and intuitive. So the schedule tab on the left is probably, other than the actual home page, is probably the second tab that you will use the most. And then there is the teaching tab. Now, here with the teaching tab, this is where you have all of your reference material, your curriculum material, game tutorials, information on teaching techniques, and other resources. And this is really nice because when you interview for Qkids, this is where you can find everything that you need to study, to be prepared, and to practice. So here we have the interview demo material. We have game tutorials. So here's where all of the games are laid out. Not just what the games are, but how to play them or how to facilitate the playing of the games. On this tab, there is teaching techniques, and these are short videos where you can see helpful teaching techniques demonstrated. And this is very important because as ESL teachers, we always want to grow and improve in our teaching of ESL. So this is very nice. And then there's a resources tab. So any new policy updates you can find here. And then your certificates, which is not something you'll use right now. And then all of the curriculums that Qkids covers. There's the general courses, there's the phonics courses, and there's the science courses. So you can find all of the different curriculum information here as well. Now let's go to this practice zones button here. Now, this is really important. So, when you are getting hired on with Qkids and you want to practice or rehearse how you're going to facilitate a class, you have two rehearsal classrooms that you can enter the classroom, use the tools, and practice. And then there's also two game classrooms that gives you the general games that are used within most classes and the trickier games. It allows you to practice these as well. So there is a ton of materials and resources to help you to be an effective teacher and set you up for success. So I absolutely love this about Qkids. Now, the last tab is the referral tab. This is where if you are hired, you can find your referral code and your referral link, as well as a list of those people who have used your referral code and link in their status, and some frequently asked questions to help you in trying to recruit other teachers to teach for Qkids. And then the last tab is the account. I'm not going to click on it, but the account tab has all of your personal information, your profile picture, your teaching certificates and degrees and whatnot. So we'll go back to the home page. So number one, I love the aesthetics of the home page of the portal itself. The aesthetics are really eye-catching and uniform and very nice. The second thing I love about the new updated portal is just how easy and intuitive it is to get the information that you need and to navigate it. It's highly navigable. And the third thing I like about this is the information is organized in an intuitive fashion so that it's easy to find what you need. The schedule tab is a huge bonus, and I really love how they've redesigned it. So Qkids is already an awesome company with an awesome platform, and as you can see, they're only going to get better. So take it from me, now's the time to apply to work for Qkids.